Hello friends, I'm Dr. Rekha Adhikari. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about a very profound method of prayer to realize the power of prayer, and I call it 5 C's in 5 steps equals to contentment. This is indeed a very powerful method. It gives profound experiences. I have been practicing this method for more than 10-15 years, I think. And I have shared it with many people. I have received really insightful feedbacks. The experiences people share are quite eye-opening. Have you ever wondered that why sometimes your prayers are answered instantly, sometimes forget about answers, you get more confused? Why it happens like this? I discovered through this technique when I observed my prayers, through very deeper level of introspection, I realized that there's a particular way of praying when you land up in a what do you call in a very contentment state. Whether your wishes are fulfilled or not, you get that satisfaction with a deeper level conviction. And that happens when we follow certain steps in a particular sequence. And that's why I call it 5 C's in 5 steps that leads to contentment. And apart from that, praying in this manner has given me profound realizations. So before I share the 5 C's in 5 steps, I would like to share these realizations. First thing I realized is prayer is a deeper level of interaction, a communion with the all-pervading oneness, the divine, creator, God, or whatever you want to call it. It's not a ritual. Okay? Now, what is communion? Communion is an interaction at an energy level. It is beyond words. Second thing I realized is the language of this communion, which happens at an energy level, is symbolic, such as epiphany, serendipity, sometimes a glimpse from the past, or just a feeling, sensation, some repeated occurrence. So the language in which we commune with the divine is symbolic. Third thing that I realized is prayer is not always about wishes being fulfilled. It leads us to answers. That's why, it is also said that prayers are answered, not something you ask and you get. And these answers brings up profound insights and divine downloads. Fourth thing that I realize is through our prayers, when we create proper synchronicity with our divine life purpose, then even if wishes are not fulfilled and life is full of challenges, we still don't lose our calm and composure. And fifth is we accept every experience of life gracefully. While we enjoy the gifts, we strive to master our lessons, and that is how we grow and evolve. So when you pray in this manner, these are the things you would also realize, and life won't be the same for you. And that will happen when you follow the 5 C's in 5 steps perfectly. Okay? Now let's get into the 5 C's and the 5 steps. What are they? Number 1, connect. 2, convey. 3, communion. 4, commitment. And 5, the final step is celebrate and offer gratitude. Now let us understand them one by one. Connect. Before you pray or convey your message to the divine, you need to assure yourself, you make sure that you have established a proper connection with the divine. It's as simple as talking to somebody. When you want to say something to somebody, you address that person, either you visit that person. If you're calling a person, you make sure that this is the same right number, you're talking to the right person, the person is in the right state of mind, right frame of mind to listen to you. After ensuring all these things, you put forth your message. That is how, before we pray, we need to establish a firm connection with the divine. And that we do through certain way of observing our own breathing pattern. Well, let me tell you, I'm going to create this video in 2 parts. Here I will simply explain you the 5 C's and the 5 steps. And in part 2, I will walk you through these steps. So whatever you feel little confused here or you don't get it properly, you will experience those things in part 2. But don't jump into part 2 first. First listen to part 1. First listen the concept. Let it be very clear with you. Then go to the experiential video, that is part 2. Okay? Well, now let us come back to the 5 C's. First is connect. Second is convey. Once the connection has been established, you would convey your message. Here actually you are conveying your prayer. But when we do that, for that also we need to be sure of 3 things. We need to convince ourselves of 3 things. First, when we pray, the divine listens. And that will happen automatically if we have taken the first step properly. If we have established the connection properly, then automatically we would feel that yes, the divine is listening to me. Then the second thing is, when we listen, the divine speaks. When we are sure that the divine listens to us, then we would also like to have a reply from the divine. And to get that reply, we need to listen. And when we listen, the divine would speak. And when we believe that this is going to happen, this happens, the divine also takes action. The divine acts for us, but it is always through us. Now, to make you feel this, I will repeat Renaud Nebel's Serenity Prayer. This is a very beautiful prayer, very simple but very powerful. If you make this prayer part of your life, include it in your daily routine, then very soon you would see profound changes in you. Okay, so you will realize this step through this prayer. After praying, the third step is communion. Now we have conveyed our prayer, and this is the time for us to get an answer. For that, we need to be silent. The universe actually, every time the universe is ready to help us, the universe is ready to guide us, but we create so many blockages to our doubts, fear, and many other lower vibrating emotions. So we just need to remove those emotions, those feelings. Then the message from the universe would simply flow through us. So universe or God is always telling us, I have heard your prayer, trust my timing. Yeah? How beautifully Rumi says this, silence is the language of God, all else is poor translation. As I told you, the energetic interaction that we have with the universe or God or divine or creator is communion, and communion is beyond communication. For communication you need words, gestures, but for communion you don't need those things. How does an infant, a fetus, interact with the mother? It's a communion, right? But after 9 months, we are separated from our mother. But the universe has always born us. We are always within the universe. People say there is God within every living being. But actually, it's the other way around. We are all within God, divine, universe, or whatever you call it. We are always within the universe, within the divine. The divine, there is no separation. We have never been separated from the Creator. Is that not something very amazing? In Indian mythology or Vedic terminology, we call Brahmand, we call Hiranyagarbha, that is celestial womb, celestial egg. Universe is addressed like that. So in this celestial womb, we are all multiplets. So it's not only the universe, we are all connected. So every thought creates a vibration and it has an impact on every other thing, including the non-living things. Well, now the next step, the fourth step, when we are silent and we have heard the communion, we allowed communion to happen, we got some messages, we got some guidance, and now is the time for us to commit to ourselves and the divine that whatever guidance we receive, based on that, we would take proper action and stay the course. So the fourth step is all about making that pinky promise with ourselves and the universe to take action and stay the course. And for you to have a feel of this commitment, how to make this commitment, I would repeat this quote given by one of my favorite author, Napoleon Hill. There will never be another now. I will make the most of today. There will never be another me. I will make the most of myself. On a daily basis, if we pray the serenity prayer and make this commitment, I'm telling you, life would not be the same for you. You would feel very different about your own self and the world around you. Sorry. Well, now the fifth step is celebration with gratitude. Celebrate and offer gratitude. When we know that all is well, whether it has happened or not, we know that down the timeline it is there. So feel that confidence, feel the happiness when you reach there, as if it has already happened. So get into a mode of celebration with an attitude of gratitude. This will raise your vibration like anything, and that is the secret of manifestation. So, to create that mode of celebration within us, we need to remind ourselves that pain makes us realize that we are alive. So no matter how painful life is, it is just to make us realize that we are alive. No matter if challenges are staring at us, we know that challenges appear in life to let us know that we are strong. And finally, prayer makes us feel that we are not alone. Since we are praying, definitely there is a higher source, there is a higher power which is taking care of us. So when we remind us these facts, we get into that attitude of gratitude, and we should say, "Dear Divine, I trust you. I know all is well. Thank you for everything. I love you." So that is how we would wind up our prayer session. Trust me, when you pray like this, yes, you have to keep the sequence proper. Can you convey your message without connecting to a person? Can you just pick up your cell phone and talk to somebody? No, you need to dial a number, right? Make sure that you have dialed the right number. So the sequence is very important. And that is why I say 5 C's in 5 steps leads us to contentment. So this was all about the explanation of this method of praying. I hope it made sense to you, and whatever confusion you have, when you go through the experiential video, that is Hour of Prayer Part 2, that will be cleared, right? Now I'm sharing the details of my social media handles. You can write to me if you have any query, or if you want me to prepare some customized spiritual practices for you, then also you can approach me. Of course, those helps are going to be paid helps, but in any case, you can share your experience, give me your feedback. I would love to go through them. Okay, so that was all in this video, and I leave you with lots and lots of love and light. Thank you so much for being with me.